First of all, let me offer my koti danda pranams and pushpanjali offering at the lotus feet of my spiritual master, A.C. Abhayacharya Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada, equally to all the great acharyas, and of course to all my senior godbrothers, to the sannyasis present, to our my sisters, god sisters, to the devotees, the grand disciples, and to the public in general. Please accept my most humble obeisances, and I beg you for your mercy, that I may glorify my spiritual master in the proper light. Last century was a century of ideology fight. There was the National Socialism and the socialism on the other side, or the left and the right. And many people die. There were many wars because of that. These ideologies will probably satisfy only one section of the population, but not everybody, because they were under the three modes of material nature. So since I was a very little boy, I was in search of actually who God was. I was raised Catholic. And what is the soul? And the answers weren't satisfactory. There was something there. My mother taught me about the compassion. God is so compassionate, and about love. It was later on. I went into college, and my major was science, so I tried to find out the origins through science, and it was always changing. Also was unsatisfactory. So I went traveling. I took a year off. I went traveling, and I met devotees in Berkeley, at Berkeley campus. And the mantra was so attractive. I had heard the mantra before. Actually, my mother heard it on the radio in 69, 68. And she said, this, I think it means alegría, means happiness. I was born in Argentina. My original language is Castilian Spanish. And so I met devotees, and I got my first BTG, and it's simply wonderful. And that began my, in a way, my love search was almost done, but not really, because I put the magazine in my bag, and I ate the sweet bowl, and that was great. But also, I was my generation, we were looking for true ideals of love, fraternity, equality, and we saw the society was hypocritical. So, like Srila Prabhupada, the other day I was listening to a lecture, and Prabhupada said, "Yes, I can see the frustration of this generation." My generation was frustrated. It's like a baby, and the cry is actually the cry of the soul. It's like when a baby cries, mother doesn't really know. Maybe it's the ant is biting. And this angst, this pain that we felt, it was that we were lacking true spiritual, transcendental knowledge. So later on, when I came back to, I went to London, and my dream was to come to India. I don't know why. There was a call in me that I had to come to India. So, make a story short, Srila Prabhupada gave me all these gifts, gave me true knowledge by which I was satisfied, and also my generation was satisfied. In Argentina at that time, and at that time in the world, it wasn't very easy to go out and chant the holy name. Actually, we were attacked our temple was machine gun, tear gas, and machine gun again. I was taken to a political prison, 5 levels below ground, and threatened. My life was threatened. But Abhay Charnaravinda, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada put fearlessness in my heart. And there's a story in the Bible that when Jesus tells his disciples to go and broadcast the message, and they all said, "How are we going to do that?" He said, "Don't worry, the Spirit will come to you." So Prabhupada came to me. I was fearless, as his name is, Abhay, fearless, a fearless preacher. And nowadays, I know some people say, well, they skip the AC, and it was very dear to Prabhupada, and I think it exemplifies one of his qualities and character, the preaching. So fast forward, I was able to, with my sister, she became the art director for Pre-Press in Los Angeles, and I, from the very beginning, we were the first disciples of Srila Prabhupada in Argentina and Buenos Aires, and I had the honor to be able to register ISKCON. I was kind of innocent, didn't know, but they came after me, so I had to leave the country. My parents became devotees, and they met, my mother met Srila Prabhupada. So all this search was over for me, and the way I just really stay in the movement, it was because of Prabhupada's books. I was asked to translate. The Swami that opened the temple was French-Canadian, Hanuman Swami, and I met him in the street, actually. He was looking for a place to buy paint. He said, "I'm opening a temple, and here's a card," and they had the Maha Mantra. So I was able to then immediately be in touch with Prabhupada's books. And like I said, I had my BTG, but then it was stolen, so I wasn't able to really study the philosophy. But when I heard, and when I started reading and translating Bhagavad-Gita, that was it. I was sold. I had to join this movement. It responded to all that, finding the right philosophy or the right movement that will satisfy all the needs of the entire humanity, not just one section. And it was scientific. I love those Prabhupada's words that say bona fide and scientific. And it wasn't a drug hallucination. It was some kind of fad. No, it was very ancient and very eternal and very present. So my debt to Srila Prabhupada is forever. My enthusiasm or whatever fearlessness I had when I went so-called preaching and distributing his books and talking, it was all through him. He came through me and enthused others to stay, to join, and take advantage of this great movement. Nowadays we have different challenges, but in those days, I tell you, it wasn't that easy to spread the holy name around. But it was Prabhupada's actually always his presence, and his humble presence, because we were known around the world as Hare Krishnas, no Prabhupadas. So Prabhupada, thank you very much. Thank you all for have joined in this magnificent movement, giving you all this. I'm present in awe of all of you who have given and dedicated your life to propagate the holy name and to serve Srila Prabhupada. Srila Prabhupada ki jai.
Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna.